All right. Good morning.
Morning.
How are
How's
you?
your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was not very eventful. It was some personal stuff going on, but
Yeah.
showing wise and things of that sort, I was pretty inactive. I had a client that we had submitted an offer and full price offer, and thought that it was going to go under contract, but they turned out that they didn't accept it. So we're
That
out looking
sucks.
again on Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be out looking
Yeah,
again.
that sucks.
Yeah, it really is because the property had been on the market for 58 days. They had no offers. We came in at
Come
asking price,
on.
and they rejected it because they didn't want to do repairs for FHA. And it was minor things. It was really unfortunate that
Yeah, that
But how about
sucks.
you? How was your weekend?
It was good. Showed some properties and for the first time in I don't know how many years encountered fleas and
Oh,
it was terrible. It was terrible. They were on our legs and yeah.
that is, you know what? That is so weird. I was on a property on Monday that I was walking in, and the woman that was walking out says there's fleas everywhere. And I was like, okay, no, thank you. We're done right here.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
it was an experience. I left my shoes, tied them up in a trash bag. I drove home barefoot.
Oh my goodness. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And now I'm gonna be like scratching.
All night I was miserable. I'm not a bug. I don't do bugs and I don't do
Yeah.
germs. And so it was like I had a mental break. So
Well,
anyway,
you're okay. And
I made it.
the person that you were showing properties to that happened is going to be our very special guest next week.
Next week, yeah. So he's an investor. I've been working with him for, I guess, 7 years or so. He does buy and hold. So if you are thinking about investing or getting into real estate investing, he's a wealth of knowledge. He knows a lot of stuff about this. So tune in next week because he'll be teaching us a little bit.
And then we have another guest the following week. And then I think we have someone the following week after that. So we're just lining up our special
We are
guests
just,
for everybody.
you don't have to just stare at us anymore.
All right. Well, why don't we talk some numbers, and then we have a slide that we just wanted to kind of recap so that we were adding a little value at the end.
Yep.
So historically, August is always a very, very slow month.
Yeah.
And new listings that came about, 384 total in the last week for Lehigh, Montgomery, and Bucks County. And 424 was down from the previous week before. So just not a lot of inventory out there.
Yep.
Coming soon.
Staying pretty stable there. 61 versus 64 last week.
Right. And same with under contracts.
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
So I mean, we're just going steady in the month of August, right?
Yeah. Back on market, 69 versus 60 last week. So
and then total of price reductions, we had 215 versus 226.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we wanted to share today was why it is still, even though interest rates have gone up, and they are not aggressively high. I mean, let's be clear, 6% interest rates is not, a bad interest rate.
No.
Threes were
better,
right? Exactly. That's not the norm. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about is why is it still a good time to buy today?
We're going to tell you.
Well, and I think it's interesting that this is showing us the last quarter of what we've seen. So
which is what we've been saying. You got fewer multiple offer scenarios. We got, I'm trying, you know what? I'm going to blow my screen up big because I can't see this. Fewer multiple offer scenarios. April 2022 averaged 5.5, May 4.2, and then June 3.4. So less offers per house. So that's good if you're buying.
And then take a look at going over asking price. I mean, again, we're seeing a reduction in the amount of going over asking price is significantly less than it was as well.
Yeah.
And then we're seeing the supply of homes growing. And we've explained in the past, but why don't you, Trisha, explain again in case somebody new is watching? What does it mean by months of supply of inventory?
So we track. So if we stop listing homes today, how many months would it take for all the inventory that we have to sell out? So a balanced market is 6 months. Anything less than that is a seller's market. Anything more than that is a buyer's market. So this is showing us that in where'd it go? Oh, it's just
you got it.
Anyway, it's still a seller's market, but it is increasing. The inventory is increasing. So that's good news. Some balance would certainly be nice.
Right. So, if you're thinking of selling, it's still a great time to list because there is no inventory out there and your home will go quickly if priced accordingly. I'm excited. I have upcoming soon in Quakertown this week. And the couple that I went out to see on Friday were extremely, they received well the fact of this is how we want to price. And there was no fighting or anything else in regards to
it's better to be conservative because you're going
to
get the best bang for your buck there.
Absolutely. So guys, next week we are going to have an investor talking to you or explaining to you how he holds and just give us some insight in regards to growing your real estate.
Yes. And I will be reporting from Kentucky. It's on Saturday. So
very cool. Well, I hope you all have a great week. And if you have any questions before next week for our investor that's going to be chatting with you, just shoot us some private messages or whatever, and we'll address that as well.
Yeah.
Have a great week, guys.
Have a good week.